Hey, what's up? What's up, baby? Welcome back. Welcome back.
Hello.
Excited to have you again on our podcast.
Welcome back.
Let's get this intro going. Hey, Sean.
Hi, Danielle.
What the hell are we doing?
What the hell are we doing? The podcast that discusses love, life, and everything in between through incessant babbling.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And we are back at it. Back at it again.
It's daylight savings today, although
yeah.
when everyone...
Did that start Saturday or was it today?
Yesterday. But today's like the first weekday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want to hear a fact that I heard this morning about daylight savings?
What? It's a lie.
The Monday morning, yes, everything's a scam. The Monday morning following daylight savings, there's a 6% increase in traffic fatalities.
How many people died today?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't looked it up.
That's fucked up.
I heard that logistic this morning, and I drove like a grandma, and I was just like so scared. I was.
Why? It's like because they fall asleep?
I guess, yeah, they're tired, they're irritable, they're maybe a little bit more aggressive. I will say people on the roads today were more aggressive.
For real?
Oh, yeah. It was kind of a nightmare. But
I haven't been affected by it yet.
Nice. Yeah, I haven't really either.
But I also slept a ton this weekend.
Good. You needed it.
Yeah. Okay, so let's get into it.
Yep. You've got the icebreaker and the topic this week.
No, I know I need to stop talking about sex. I talk about sex all the time. Okay. What is something that would instantly ruin a first date for you? What is that? Oh, hell no.
Yeah. I'm thinking back into the past and like dates that have gone like pretty bad. It's just because like they don't know how to hold a conversation. And so like I'm kind of the one asking all the questions and they don't reciprocate. So it feels like I'm just like talking to somebody about, I don't know. But if like I can't an instant nope.
Yeah. Something that when you were like, okay, I need to go to the restroom. You go to the restroom, call my phone when I get back and say it's an emergency.
Do you have an idea? Do you have something in mind?
I would say someone that speaks for me.
So like if you're trying to order?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Sometimes that can be kind of sexy depending on like if you're having a conversation and I'm like, well, I don't know. And if I get that kind of coy shit with you, then then if you be like, well, she'll have a such and such, I think you'll like it. You know?
Oh,
sometimes that can be kind of like a sexy thing.
Right.
But in regards to, oh, please don't mind her, she doesn't know, or something like that.
Condescending and rude. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's a oh hell no.
Yeah, I can see that.
Nope. Or I never been with a black girl. Oh, I'm out.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
I'm that meme that fucking disappeared.
Yeah, no. Homer Simpson going into the bushes.
I'm out.
Okay, so one thing that does come to mind, and I feel bad because I did go on a date with someone and it was an immediate red flag. Nope. Like I cut the date very short. And it's just because they reminded me of a boss that I had in the past that I didn't get along with.
How does it remind you of a boss?
His voice. His voice sounded exactly like my boss. And then he looked just a tiny bit like him, but just enough so where I was just like, I'm sorry, you're probably a great person, but I can't do this. I can't give it a chance.
Oh, shit.
But that I can't really think of any like no's.
All right, I do have another one. This could be shallow, but I mean, whatever. If a guy doesn't pay for everything on the first date.
Yeah.
Okay. That is kind of like, I'm like, impress me.
Yeah.
Shoot. Because then it kind of makes me feel like on the first date, really? Mm-hmm. Like I kind of look at like a guy being a true gentleman. I do want a man that is financially stable.
Yeah.
And so that to me kind of says you looking for me to carry the weight. And so if things happen, if it progressed to be in a relationship, like you're not going to be that man in charge in a sense. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You're going to be leaning on me. And I'm like, shit, I don't know. So I just, it kind of like goes into a lot for me by them not paying for it on the first date.
That's fair. Do you pay for it on the second date then? No. I like to alternate, but
it depends.
Yeah.
On a second date, like, no, I still don't.
Yeah.
I honestly don't consider paying until I'm in a relationship or until like we're dating.
Really?
But like if we're like still getting to know each other, I do expect them to pay.
Yeah.
Unless I say, hey, let's go out.
Or like, hey, okay, yeah.
So then I'm like, if I invited you, then in a sense, like, it's going to be okay.
It's my responsibility, yeah.
Right. Yeah. But like, if we start dating, no, I don't have no problem. I'll be like, no, I'll get it this time and stuff like that. But in the courting stages, I'm like, chivalry isn't dead, gentlemen. Thanks.
I will say, so like you mentioning paying, and just like when it comes to like first dates, I don't do anything more than coffee anymore. One, it's inexpensive. I'll typically cover the coffee. I don't care. It's inexpensive, and then it doesn't call for typically more than half an hour. Because I've done.
Wait, you want to do a first date in a half hour?
Well, no, but say it's going poorly, then you can cut it off in half an hour, and it doesn't feel bad. It doesn't feel odd. But yeah, because every time that I've taken someone to like a nice restaurant on the first date, which I used to do a lot, and then it just ended up being a dud. I was just like, oh, well, there's $100. Like, great. So yeah, just coffee dates. I don't care who pays. If they offer to pay, great. But then the second date is when I start to like explore other options, maybe dinner. But yeah, so typically it's just like a walk. I love walking dates.
That's good. Yeah. I've been on like a walking coffee date. That was nice.
Yeah. It's nice. You just walk around the park if it's nice outside.
Nice outside, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Ooh.
But ooh, the way you just said ooh.
Everyone will hear what just happened.
I feel like I'm about to be out of my wine early. Wine is just something like, oh, I didn't tell you guys. So I switched my drink. And I was always having my Moscow Muse in my copper cup. But today I'm going to be fancy. And I got my wine.
With the polka dots.
Yes. This is kind of like my, like Olivia Pope. If anybody like used to watch Scandal.
Scandal.
Yeah,
I never watched
except like I'm not Olivia Pope, you know. But she used to have this big wine glass.
Yeah. We should get you one.
I want the big fucking gauntlet.
Did you ever watch Cougar? No. Cougarville, Cougar Town. I can't even remember the name of it.
Because I'm not a cougar.
Wait,
what makes a person a cougar?
I don't know.
Like, what's the age gap to make a woman a cougar?
Mid to late 40s and up.
Oh no, I'm not. But like, say for instance, like my age. Don't say it out loud. But like my age, like. And I dated somebody younger than me. Like, what's the age gap? Is it 10 years?
Oh, I don't know.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, I don't know.
Man, I've dabbled with some youngins back in the day.
I don't think,
but
even if it's someone that's 10 years younger than you, I don't think you're old enough to be considered a cougar. I think cougars, like...
You looked it up?
It's half your age plus 7.
Oh, I thought that was just a general dating rule.
My 8.
I thought that was
I'm bad at math. Hold on.
That's like the youngest that you can date, right?
So that's what I'm considering it a cougar.
Oh, it says that too.
Plus 7.
Yeah, because I've heard that for like how young is too young to date, and like so. Let's see.
Okay. Oh, I've one younger than that.
Oh,
that ain't right.
I've been a cougar many times. Then, if I think about that, but the thing is, like, we're still really young, so like something even 5 years younger than us is still, well, for me anyway.
Yeah, that's young. But you know what? Okay, so age isn't a factor, but you can definitely tell when someone is young, their mind. The conversation that you have is just different.
Yep.
And I'm like, there's no way we could just sit around and talk.
You bore me.
Yes. If you can't stimulate me mentally, I can't do it.
Yeah.
I'm like, you can't stimulate me mentally. How you going?
Okay, but here's the thing. The really dumb ones are typically the ones that are really good.
They'll be like, I can't talk, but I can fuck.
I'm not kidding. Every time I've hooked up with someone really stupid, it's been amazing. But you just can't talk. And then when you're done, you're like, hey,
you're like,
here's a brownie, here's food. Like, don't talk.
I can't, because even the way that they talk when they try to turn you on, I'm like, you learned from watching pornos. Aww.
I guess I don't typically have a whole lot of talking going on. Okay, I'm trying to think. What are some other red flags, though? Okay, I'm calling them red flags. That's not what I should call them. It's
still a red flag because it's something that's instant, like a turn off for you, which is a red flag for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Same thing.
I don't know if there's holes in your clothes or something. I don't know. Okay.
Mine is okay. This is where I don't know. This is like okay. This is not like an instant. Like I'm going home, but I look at hands.
Yeah.
That's like I know it's so weird. Like hands,
so
like a nice nail bed.
Like,
you know,
so well manicured.
Your hands. Because if it went well and we continued to date, those hands would touch me and I'm nasty. I'd be like, you would never.
So what about? Do you like them soft or really hard, or do you not have a preference?
I think it depends on their profession. Because there's some people that But I'm like, damn, nigga, you ain't got no lotion? Have you ever heard of it? Like, that's
It's safe to assume that most straight men have not heard of lotion.
Well, they gonna learn with me.
They're not
like, here, I'm gonna come in my purse. You need some lotion? You just washed your hands. I know we washing our hands a lot because it's COVID and shit. Yeah, it's nasty.
Yeah.
Okay. I can't believe I hit you with the arm.
Wow. Jeez.
Oh my God, you never
beverage break.
Yeah, beverage break. My mind's about to be gone. Thank you. Oh, shout out to Londo who's back in the building. This dude been gone for 2 years on vacation. Now he want to come back with the comeback. So shout out to Londo being back. I had to do it. Ha ha. Young OG Media. I love these guys. Oh, Young OG Media consists of Alonzo, Londo, and Miguel. It's a aerator. So you're supposed to let your wine breathe.
Decanter.
Yeah, but mine's like an aerator. It just goes through and it's already aerated.
Yeah, you just pour it in. No, that's fair. I guess that is from there.
I'm a classy beach.
It gives it more flavor. Does it?
Yeah, because you know how you're supposed to let your wine air out.
Yeah.
So I have the aerator where it just goes through and airs it out, so I don't have to wait.
How does it do that? Like, what is like? I know how.
God damn.
Wow! Oh my God! Did you put the whole bottle in there?
That's what I'm saying.
I want to make sure I have to get up again.
Well, she's gonna have to get up to like go pee.
Look at this.
You're peeing in the cup.
That's
nasty. Just to be clear, if you have to go pee, you're peeing in the cup.
I'm like,
in the glass.
You hear all this noise? I'm gonna wait myself. I don't have an aim like a man.
You don't have. You just.
No, it's different from men and women.
Stand over it.
You stand over it. A woman is like, it's not. I mean, sometimes it could be like a stream, but then you got to be like moving. And that's the difference between a guy. Oh, but they actually have.
I know.
Tool.
It's like a funnel.
Yes.
Okay, but here's the thing. Like, 1, how would you wash that out? Just rinse it off in the sink?
You just rinse it out.
And then 2, you're just going to carry that in your purse?
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
Fuck somebody up with
that. Is how? It's plastic.
Yeah, but think about it. If we never did anything, and I'm like, excuse me, I gotta go to the restroom. And they like peek in the bathroom, I leave the door cracked, and they see me standing up. They be like, oh, she got on.
Okay, but...
that's messed up. I'm like, and it's big, too. That's...
I have to show you a TikTok that I watched earlier. Unrelated. It's not unrelated, but obviously they're not going to see it. Maybe I'll just share it on our.
Just share it.
I'll share it.
Just do it.
Oh, I just hit you with the
You did it. Damn.
Okay, let's move into the topic then, because I can't think of any other red flags.
So the topic is dating a man on the come up. I wish I could do like the.
We can add special effects, right?
Like how do you feel about dating a man on a come up?
Explain what a come up is.
For me, my definition is, there's a lot of them. Mm-hmm. Like you could be like, oh, I'm living at home with my mom.
Mm-hmm. No, but like explain what the come up is. What is a come up?
Oh, the come up was like they're on the way. Okay, so they're kind of down and out.
Yeah.
In a sense.
Yeah, and they only have they can only go up.
Yes.
Yep. Okay.
They're kind of at the bottom. They're bottom barrel.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But they're working their way up. Mm-hmm. Is that someone that you could date? There's a whole bunch of examples that you can use as someone on a come up.
Or scenarios.
Yes.
Yeah.
But how do you feel about that?
So, okay.
Or what's your definition? Do you have a different definition of dating someone on a come up?
So not necessarily. I think I have the same definition of you. It's just, to me, it's like what, and I'm sure you're going to get into this, but it's like a triangle. Oh. You can have like 2 out of the 3. But you have to be working towards something for me to find.
What's 2 out of 3? Wait, there's 3?
Yeah, so I'll get to it.
Okay.
Living with your parents, not employed or education, and transportation. So
that's good. That's what I was thinking.
So if you live with your parents,
okay,
you must either be pursuing an education or have a job. And you must, like, I don't think you have to have a car. I feel maybe the triangle isn't the best way to put it, but
I mean, those are top tier examples though.
Yeah. For me, like if it's one, then you can't, there's not much wiggle room for the others.
So if they date on the come up and they have one, that means they have to have at least the other 2.
Yes. I mean, and that's not a hard rule, but yeah. So like I would date someone who is bettering themselves or working towards something bigger, as long as they were actually working towards it and they just weren't lazy. And when you're talking to them on the apps, they're like, oh yeah, I live with my parents right now because like this, and then you find out it's a lie.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
I just kind of went off on a whole tangent. I'm
sorry
for...
No,
okay.
you didn't. Like that you set a foundation.
Okay. Because I have an example.
Tell me.
And it's a specific example, and I may have bitched to you about it when it happened, because I feel like this happened over a year ago. It totally happened over a year ago. It was way before COVID.
Me as I drink this whole fountain of goddamn...
I just can't wait to watch you pee into the glass.
I'm like, I got all day. Shit.
Yeah, we really do.
Go ahead.
We're going to be here a while. Okay, I was talking to this guy on Scruff. And like...
okay, just in case everyone doesn't know what Scruff is.
Gay dating app.
Okay.
Okay, all the apps are typically targeted towards one demographic of gay, but typically
one demographic of gay? Wait, what?
Or different types of gays.
What?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
No.
Oh, yeah, so Scruff is kind of just like every gay app is kind of like everyone, but like they are kind of targeted towards. So Scruff is typically like hairier men, beards, anywhere from like slender to bare. You get Scruff is kind of a wide range, but then Grindr is kind of typically a little bit more twinky.
What's twinky?
Twink is like a young hairless gay man.
Oh, okay.
And then
so baby boy.
Yeah, there's a bunch of apps, and really, if I ever go on one, it's Scruff. But like,
no, this is really
I delete it all the time.
I thought like, hey, this is just because we got Bumble, we got Hinge, we got Tinder.
So we have those. Yeah, we have those as well.
But they're not like geared. I mean, I guess Tinder is if you're trying to.
Yeah.
And then Hinge is like more a conversation. And I forgot what Bumble is.
It's all their marketing, honestly. And Bumble is marketed more towards women.
Yeah, because the women get to choose, and if the guy likes, they like reciprocate.
Yeah. For gay men, it's completely different. If you match, then like both of you have 24 hours to talk to each other. But I've had a lot of success on Bumble and Scruff. All the other ones, nope.
I've had the most success on Hinge. It's been a minute. But...
Yeah. When I say success, like anything over a year ago, this year nothing.
Don't put yourself out there.
I will when I'm ready. I'm getting the vaccine as soon as I can.
Yeah.
And then I will be back out there.
Like, I'm free.
Yeah, I'm just gonna like permanently rent a hotel room down. Never mind. The Hotel Monaco. I have to let them know.
But you know what's so crazy about this whole COVID thing? We get more like, oh, is it COVID? You know, like, do you have COVID? But before then, we didn't worry about this nigga got AIDS. Do he got an STD right now?
About that.
Do he got a mouth cold? Like, that's not questions like you ask yourself when you date, though. But like now,
that's like, do you have COVID?
Yeah, do you have COVID? Do you have the vaccine? Like,
I'm gonna start asking people like,
who have you been talking to? Like, you ask all these questions now. When before you didn't. Oh my God, I met a guy. He wants to meet on Friday. I'm going.
Yeah. I mean, it is completely different, but.
I mean, you can still die from the other ones.
Yeah. I don't know. COVID has this whole like, it's, I don't, the way it's spread, you don't have to have physical contact for it to spread. There's the difference. Everything else, you have to at least kiss or something. But with COVID, it's literally like you and I could give it to each other just sitting like this. And then I could go give it to 10 people and one of them might die. Womp, womp. Okay, so.
Right. I was like, oh, shit. I might die. I was like, oh.
I keep hijacking. Anyway, okay.
No, you're not hijacking
Back to the specific example.
Okay, I said Pacific like a basic bitch. Ooh.
It's because you're drinking the Pacific.
Yes, because he poured the Pacific Ocean in my damn glass.
Okay, so I was talking to this guy on Scruff. I don't remember how we started talking because he lives up in Kaysville. So I probably opened up the app when I was visiting family up there.
I was like, that sounds far.
Because it's a location based.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, Kaysville, like, if you're in Salt Lake, you don't see people in Kaysville. But if you're in Kaysville, like, there's typically no one up there. So you can see people in Salt Lake. Like, you typically see a little bit further because it's all location based. It only shows you a certain amount of people. Anyway, he and I started talking. He was cute. Nothing that I'd, like, swoon over. But I was just like, yeah, you're handsome. Like, let's hang out. So I was talking to him for a little bit. And then what did it in for me was I found out that he was living with his parents. He wasn't in school or no school, no job, and did not have a car.
Oof. He had all three. He had your whole triangle color.
Yeah. He just like
check marks.
Yeah. Or not check marks, big red X's.
Damn.
And
he said, but you could pick me up though.
Yeah. Because we were talking about hanging out and he was just like, oh, well, I also don't have a car. So we're going to have to figure that out. And I didn't respond. I was just like, I don't owe you a response. You're not ready. So actually I'll get to that point. But then he messaged me like a couple hours later and he was just like, I can't believe you're going to stop talking to me just because I don't have a car. Didn't respond again. And then he said, whatever, like I would have been willing to like Uber or take the train. And I was just like, but you didn't say that. You made it my issue first. You said, we are going to have to figure that out. I don't have to figure out anything with you. I don't even know you. So I don't feel like I owed him a response because I was really, really annoyed. But then that kind of takes me to the whole, like, you have to just realize when you're kind of like not dateable. And he wasn't dateable. Like he had nothing ready.
He said, I may not be dateable. I'm still trying to phone.
Yeah, but I thought it's not what this was. Nor would I have even let it. Like, you think I'm going to go pick somebody up from his parents' house to drive half hour back to my place just for what could be probably a mediocre hookup?
True.
I mean, it's such a downer.
That's facts. Mine's is kind of different.
Okay.
Damn, you know what? The more I keep talking, I'm thinking about it in my head. People gonna think like, damn, she bougie as fuck. I mean, everyone has their like level of bouginess, okay? I may be loud. I'm sophisticated.
Oh, wow. I've never heard that.
Oh, let me break it down. Sophisticated and ratchet. That is me. I feel like I can still... Sophisticated.
Thank you for explaining it to me. I don't think I would have gotten it without that. Sophisticated ratchet is the word of the day.
I bet you if you put it in the Urban Dictionary, you find a definition.
Danielle.
Shout out to my beautiful guest. Zoe in the building.
I think she
If you would look it up on the what is it called?
Urban Dictionary?
Yeah. It's gonna come up with the words going to mean Danielle.
That's right.
That's what I thought she was getting at.
My baby girl Zoe.
You're fast. Wow. Yes. I'm impressed.
She said, "You ain't seen none yet, baby."
Danielle.
Sorry.
Well, now we have to. Okay, so because the thing is, you can edit definitions on Urban Dictionary, so we're totally going to go in and do that now.
I know, and just put my name in my face.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I don't know if you can put pictures, but I will. I'll find one.
Okay, so yeah, I'm sophisticated because I feel like, and that's why I have to be with someone who like knows this. You can bring me in the crowd, any crowd, I'll be fine. But I am going to be on the sideline, like, look at this. Hi. You know, like I'll like, and then you can bring me, you know, to I'm like twerking. I'm a twerk on, you know, I'm the blend. You know, I give you what you want. I can be a cheap drink or I can be the finest of wines and alcohol.
Oh.
You're a pig. But no, I do consider myself to be sophisticated ratchet.
Yeah.
So
I like that term. I've literally never heard it, but yeah. Makes sense.
I feel like it's great. It's both the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
So, okay. My situation with the come up, I dated someone who lived at home with their parents.
Mm-hmm.
And they were trying to become a personal trainer. Isn't that what everybody in Utah tries to do?
It's a very Utah thing, yeah. That mommy blogger.
Which is like, I don't...
Insta model.
Like... And like, I don't mind... like people trying to pursue their dreams. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
I think my biggest thing was he did have a car. So I was like, that's what you want to do? Like he was in school studying also. Or no, he wasn't in school. What's the little certificates that personal trainers got to try to get?
Like certifications and whatnot? Yeah.
Yes,
so I consider that school.
Okay,
kind of.
cool.
Yeah, it's an education in a sense.
So I guess he had only one box. And so he had the other two?
But that's okay. Because like with the
time... It wasn't okay with me.
Him living with his parents?
That was a hell.
I mean, it's hard, especially...
And so then I was like, okay, so, you know, why are you living at home? Because typically it could be like, oh, I'm trying to save up to move out.
Mm-hmm. You
know what I mean? Like, I just kind of lost my job and I'm just trying to, you know, I'm just kind of in the in-between stage.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because I can get that. In my situation, that will never happen. Because if something happened to me, I live out here.
Your family's on the other side of the country.
That's right. I'm going to be just homeless. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, like, that's never going to happen. But I couldn't do it.
No?
No, because then his answer was, my brother's at home. I'm best friends with my brother. I love to, like, live around my brother and my mom.
So you have to live in the same house as them? Did he have a job?
Yeah.
Okay.
But he didn't like his job or whatever, which is fine. It still wasn't. You live at home because you want to be closer to your brother. Fucking move out.
That is kind of strange.
And see him every fucking weekend.
Right. How old is he? How old was he?
We was 2 or 3 years apart.
He was older than you?
No.
Oh, okay.
He's younger.
Oh, okay.
That was just a hell no.
Yeah, that's...
Like, my man gotta be fucking established. Know who you are. Know what you want. Know where you are going.
Right. But
teach me. Like, I cannot be, oh, I'm just so comfortable. Like, for me, that to me, like, I'm comfortable where I'm at.
Yeah.
I'm never gonna feel the need to really progress forward. But you can carry me, though. Fuck. So you gonna be over my house all the time because I'm not going to your house with your mom. I gotta go say, hey, mom, how's it going? We're about to go downstairs and go have sex. Like, what? Yeah. So, I mean, I gotta mind my manners and how I want to be because I'm going into your house with your family. Like, that's a different thing. I will never be able to really be my true self. When you're around your elders and parents, you, for me, how I grew up, you show nothing but respect. So I would never fully be able to let my hair down because I'm in your parents' house.
Right.
So then that means that you're going to be up my ass in my apartment all the time. I need my space.
Yeah, that makes total sense.
Then you're going to try to move in here. Hell no.
Right.
Hell no. So for me, it's just like little things like that is like, I want a man to be established.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if he is like, I'm living at home, at least give me a game plan.
Right.
You know, but it was nothing. And so, and also another thing with that is like, for me, it was like, oh, so he got dependency issues.
See, and that makes sense.
You can't say bye to mommy and take her titty out your mouth. I don't do that.
Yeah. And he's almost going to like, that could give off the impression that he expects you to like care for him the way that his mom probably was when he was living there. You know what a key question to ask in that moment is?
What?
Do you do your own laundry?
Ooh, I can't say that.
You could have asked him.
My ex didn't do his laundry.
Do you, huh?
My ex didn't do his laundry.
But had he ever?
When we dated.
Oh.
He started doing the laundry. I'm like, you gotta do the laundry.
Oh, okay.
But it was at least like he took the initiative. He would get like overwhelmed. Is this white or dark? Oh no, I gotta put this in delicates. I can't all day. And then he would like freak out. So I was able to accept that too, because like when I said like you have to, he was like, okay.
Yeah.
And so it was like a teachable moment, and it was like, okay, I'm willing to grow. It's just kind of like I just don't like mama's boys.
Right, exactly.
Or even if you can be for me, you can be a mama's boy to the fact that you can be like, I love my mom. I would do anything for her. You know, we had a conversation earlier where, you know, Onda was like, he talks to his mom often and stuff like that. Like, stuff like that doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
But when it becomes like, you can't make a decision outside of like your family, I can't.
Yeah. It's a little codependent.
Yes. Yeah. And if you're going to be codependent there, then you're going to be codependent here.
Mm-hmm.
And I need a partnership. I can't do it.
So that was really what kind of put the nail in the coffin for you, was
the partnership?
No, the fact that he lived at home and wasn't really working towards something else. Like he was getting a certification, but that wasn't his purpose for living at home.
No, it was because his best friend is his brother.
Yeah.
I'm like,
get an apartment together then.
Okay, here's another thing.
Well, I live with a set of siblings, so
it's hard for me also to kind of date someone who has roommates.
Okay, and
that makes me feel like I'm shallow and stuff like that. But it's just like,
no, I get that 100%. I get that.
It's like, oh, you got roommates,
mm-hmm.
And so I get that makes me. I have my standards, but it's also because I can match that energy though.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like
exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you kind of.
If I have roommates, then I can understand it would make me it would make it easier for me to accept someone that has roommates.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have roommates.
Yeah. No, you don't.
We can get in here hoot and holler all you want to. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you can't do that. Like, I had a roommate. I did at one point have a roommate, but I realized like you can't fully just be free. Like, I can't walk around naked. I need that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I would have to be like, dang, I gotta get dressed.
Mm-hmm.
Dang, her boyfriend's over. I gotta put on a bra and put on long pants. You know what I mean? Like, I can't walk around like I would, because that would be that's disrespectful, you know?
Well, so I've got some insight on the other side of this, because one of my roommates has a boyfriend. Yeah.
I love your roommates though. Yeah, but I'm also not fucking you, so.
Exactly. And you've crashed at my house multiple times. With all of them there.
All of them there.
I have a sliver, and I finally found it. It's been bugging me for hours.
You need
tweezers.
Yeah.
Is it weird if I step away?
No. Can we pause that?
I'm sorry. I just found it. And we're back.
And we're back. Splinter was found.
Yeah, lots of blood. You don't know this, but it's been 20 minutes.
It was serious.
Yeah, it got tough there for a minute. We almost called 911.
same spot.
Someone please call 911.
They won't notice that.
I'm not in the same spot?
No, he said Danielle's glass is in the same spot.
So you trying
The
to say I'm
level.
babysitting?
They just won't buy the 20-minute story since your glass hasn't moved. Anyway,
It's half full.
yes, I was.
I'm pessimistic. No, wait. I'm optimistic because
Yep.
I said half full.
No, but okay. We were talking about
You got roommates.
I have perspective on this. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So there's
Get one of these?
yeah,
Oh shit! I'm doing the sugar rush, y'all.
they're so good. But yeah, like he said, instant cavity, and just don't chew into the.
I've never had a
microphone.
cavity.
Wow.
Ever. Only
No, it's kind of a lot.
Zoe.
This is why you floss.
I had one when I was a baby, and 2 this year.
Wow.
This year. It's because you've been at home too much.
Yeah, your dad did that
You
too.
blame that on COVID.
Wow. Okay, but so there's 3 of us in the basement, me and then 2 of my roommates.
Right.
And one of those, David, has a boyfriend.
Right.
And he'll typically stay during the weekends.
Mm-hmm.
And the only thing that makes it hard, I don't know what it's like for them as a couple, because I know that David's boyfriend has roommates as well. So I don't know if they ever, if they feel like they're lacking alone time.
Mm-hmm.
But I know from my perspective, it's not an issue.
Okay.
The only time it's an issue is because there's 4 men sharing one bathroom.
I was gonna say, I thought he was gonna be like, because I hear them fucking, but okay.
No, I don't hear anything in my room, but other people have complained. Everyone else in the house have complained. No, get this. I'm in David's room talking with him the other day, and his bed on the headboard posts, there are like clothes, like folded up clothes in there. And I pointed at them like, really? And he's like, oh yeah. And it's so funny. And that's because his bed is up against a wall with another bedroom.
I know, because I slept in that room before.
Yeah, yep. When it was a guest room before the other one moved in. Yeah. But yeah, everyone else in the house has complained. My room is this weird little anomaly.
But it's right across the hall.
I know, but I don't hear anything. Literally nothing ever.
That's great.
Yeah, I can only hear it when someone walks into the bathroom if they shut the door. I don't hear the doorbell. It's weird. I literally hear nothing.
That's really good.
It's
Has
lovely.
anyone ever complained about you?
No, I've never had
Are you
anyone
silent
over.
or are you a screamer?
I'm pretty silent, but I've not had anyone over.
You're silent.
Mm-hmm. I don't like talking.
What about?
No.
It's like, ugh.
No, and if they do that, it's kind of, I don't know. It's just kind of like,
It's like,
I don't know. It's just odd. Like, I'd rather just be quiet. I love having music playing though.
oh, I haven't had music in so long.
Yeah.
But I haven't had in so long.
Well, there you go.
Damn, I just put my business.
But okay. Yeah, that was back to with roommates. I even told them one time, I was just like, hey, I always feel like I'm around when you guys are hanging out.
Yeah.
If you need space,
Right.
let me know.
Right.
Yeah. But
So
they
in
haven't.
college, I shared a bedroom with a guy.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Dorm or in an
no,
apartment?
an apartment.
Oh, okay.
But we shared the same bedroom.
Okay.
We slept in the same bed.
Oh.
And so he was frat too. So everyone was like, oh, I know y'all smashing. And I was like, no. So like he was like my homeboy.
Yeah.
Like it was nothing. We sleep in the same bed. But man, school over like, but everyone was trying to save money.
Right.
And so we all moved into an apartment.
Right.
And so we had this thing where he did meet a girl. So he was like, Danielle, like she coming over tonight. I'm gonna need the room.
Oh wow.
And I was like, okay, bet. Please change your sheets.
Yep. What?
Because I gotta come sleep back on this. I can't.
Right.
So he was like, all right. And I slept on the living room couch.
Really?
Yeah.
Would he do the same thing for you?
Yeah, but at that time
It didn't happen.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that's That's so funny. You guys shared a bed.
We shared a bed.
Wow. That takes sharing a room to a whole nother level with
Mhm.
roommates. You shared a bed.
We shared a bed.
Okay, so
Well,
how
we
big
were-
was this apartment?
It was a full-size bed. Just full. It wasn't
Just
even
full?
queen.
It wasn't even a
That shit was
queen?
full.
How tall was he?
He was 6 foot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was he slender?
Medium frame, maybe.
Average.
Mm-hmm. Average. It was a
Okay.
2-bedroom apartment.
2-bedroom apartment. And how many of you were living there? 4?
And we shared a bed.
I struggle with,
but
I don't struggle,
but I
but
think
like
in college, like your mindset is different. Like, you know, that's when you had the liquor bottles on the top of the thing, you know, to show like, this how many bottles we drank. Like, you know, like it was so.
There was one time
your
my landlord
was so low in college. Yeah.
So low. There was one time that my landlord, when we were 20, our landlord was coming to look at the apartment. So we hid all the bottles in the oven. Forgot to tell our other roommate that we did that. She goes and preheats it.
Oh, fuck.
All the plastic labels. They were all glass bottles. It stunk so bad. Anyway, continue.
You know what I did with my friend? It's fucked up. So we was like, oh, we about to get drunk. You know, back in college, like, that was your mission to get fucked up.
Yeah.
So my homegirl came over. We was like, this is going to be fun. She came over. I'm like, yeah. We had a bottle, because, you know, you save the bottle. So we always drank vodka. I guess that's why I'm still a vodka girl. But anyway, we filled a vodka a bottle full of water, and then we had an actual vodka bottle. She was taking all the vodka shots. We was taking water shots.
Oh.
We was like, oh, I'm getting so fucked up. And at the end of the night, we was sober as shit. She was trash.
That's what's
and then we videotaped her. We was like, oh, you fucked up.
That is so mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's messed.
That's messed.
Yeah. Did you not like her?
No, she was like one of our best friends. We just did it to fuck with her. We just did, just like we had a chair that was broken and my boyfriend at the time. But that's who I am. Like, I'm a prankster. My boyfriend at the time, I was like, okay, hey, babe, I cooked dinner. Like, come on over. He was like, okay, bet. So he came over and I was like, here, have a seat, babe. It was the broken chair.
It's like
and
it just
I
sits
knew
in
the whole thing fell apart. Laughing so hard. He got mad. He walked out. And I was like, no, wait. He got mad.
He walked out?
He walked out.
Did he come back?
I had to convince him. I was like, baby, wait, please, baby. You know, I had to hit him with the thing. And then he was like, okay, fine. There was another time. Oh, my homegirls was like, we had a water balloon fight. He was coming over later that night. They was like, just hit him with a water balloon as soon as he get in the house. I was like, oh, I got hyped up on my stupid ass friends. I was like, okay, I'm gonna do it. He came in the house. I was like, yeah.
Oh no.
And as soon as he opened the door, he's like, walked out.
Oh,
I was like, oh no, baby, please, baby. I was just playing. Please come back in the house, please.
Yeah.
He was like, you play too much, Danielle. I'm sick of this. And I was like, okay, I'm sorry. And then after that, I couldn't do it no more.
A little sensitive.
Yeah, he was, yeah. No. But it was fun. But I'm a prankster. Like, we used to put a cup of water at the top of the brim of the glass. Yeah. I mean, of the door. Yeah. So when you open the door, the water just falling on you. Like, I'm still like that. So if somebody got me, I'm not going to be like, oh, F you. I'm not going to be like that. Right. You'll laugh. Yeah. Because I know it was fun. Yeah. Just don't snatch my wig off. I'm fine. Now, if you snatch my wig off, I will not be okay. Yeah, I'd be ready to fight then. That's funny. But yeah.
If you got your hair done and you got pranked, would you be mad? And it ruined your hair.
If it were water?
Yes.
Would you kill him?
Yes. I'm going to be just like my ex-boyfriend. I'm going to walk out.
Yeah.
I'm just going to turn around.
My hair just got done.
Because it's either like, I'm going to turn around and leave because I'm going to be so angry that the words that are coming out of my mouth are going to be very, very unpleasant. And the first thing I do when I'm very, very upset is hurt your feelings. But I know that's not mature.
Do you make them feel bad about themselves?
Of course. That's why I wouldn't say. That's why I'm gonna turn around and walk away. Because if you ask me, I'm gonna make you feel bad about it. I'm gonna make you feel like you didn't exist. And I know that about myself, so I will walk away. I'm trying to be better.
I do like hiding around the corner and scaring people as they walk around the corner.
I almost punched somebody in the face. Like my fist was like right here and I stopped.
Really? Wow, you got lucky. They could have pressed charges.
I mean, you shouldn't try to scare somebody then. You gotta be, that's the thing when you scare people. You have to be willing to deal with the consequences. Mm-hmm. I think about that every time I scare somebody. Yeah. If they hit me, I can't get mad. Because I came out and I scared them. Like, you can't get mad.
Yeah, that's fair. I agree.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Just don't hit me in my face.
My friends at dance, whenever someone's walking down to get a drink, everybody will yell Chipotle when they're walking down, and all of a sudden they get scared and no one remembers. Like, no one remembers Chipotle is the word to get scared.
That's funny.
Chipotle. I like Chipotle.
We're gonna have to remember that.
I know.
Chipotle makes me sick. I can't eat that. Yeah.
That's so fritas, boy.
I like Costa Vida though, and even that makes me sick.
You nasty. You like Costa Vida over Chipotle?
No, not over Chipotle.
Oh, okay. Costa
But
Vida, okay.
because I like Chipotle as well, but I can't remember the last time I ate there. But hold on.
Yes. We talked about a lot.
I know. I'm trying to think like
we like went off in tangents. That's what we like to do.
This is like 4 tangents though that we went off, but who was talking? You were telling a story about the guy that you were seeing.
In regards to him living at home.
Yes.
With his brother was his best friend.
Yep. Oh, and then we were talking about how like you have a hard time dating someone who even has roommates.
Yes, and you talk about your roommates with the headboard.
I love that. That's what you remembered.
You know, Mama always goes. I know. I got a problem, y'all.
Yeah. And like,
what's that meme you sent me about that? Guys like to think that they want a girl with sex drive until they meet one. Do you remember that?
I do remember sending this to you. I just sent this to you a couple weeks ago.
Yes.
I don't remember what it said though.
It was like guys claim that they love sex until they meet a girl that has a high sex drive.
That's what it was.
That's it.
Yeah. I did send that to you because you're the only person I thought of.
I'm like, that is so true. That is so true. I'm like, they meet me. I'm like,
yeah.
They're like, funny. No, please, no, I have nothing left. I'm like, get on my face. Get on my face. Okay, that's from Scary Movie. Remember that?
Mm-mm.
Scary Movie 2. When she was watching a scary movie. They killed her because she was so wild in the movie theater.
No, I don't remember this at all. I don't know what scary movies I've seen though. Oh. I've seen a couple of them.
Out of my face.
She had the chicken in there. She had the hot sauce. She was like, oh my God.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Yes. Okay.
That is me.
I do remember. Okay, so I did see a clip today.
Okay.
Anna Faris and her are standing in a classroom. One of them leaves. No. I'm sorry. A man leaves with his daughter, maybe, but then someone throws like a bunch of pencils or colored pencils or something at the door. And she just looks at the class and she's like, now who the hell did that?
I don't remember this scene.
Yeah, it was on TikTok. It was literally just that clip.
I can't speak to it. Damn.
Yeah.
Okay, but we can at least go back to the roommate situation.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so do you feel like, do you remember when you lived like 5 minutes from me?
Mm-hmm. Alone.
Yes.
Yep.
Do you think at that time that you could have dated someone who had a roommate?
They would always be at my apartment.
They would always be at your apartment.
But a roommate was never a deal breaker for me. It was never something that I...
Damn. I was like, God, at least don't leave me out here by myself. I'm like, you can't have none of those.
Yeah, it wasn't something that like...
Damn.
Yeah.
That just made me seem like I'm just fucking...
Well, I'd rather them have a roommate than live with their parents.
Okay, that I can agree with.
Yeah.
I'd rather you have a roommate than live at home.
And as long as your roommate isn't your ex. That's BS.
What the fuck would you live with your ex for? Y'all still fucking if that's the case.
Oh, that happens a lot.
I could never.
That happens so much. I've encountered
that whole like I'm still friends with my ex shit. Like I don't believe that's possible.
I think it's possible to be amicable,
but that's after time.
Well, even shortly after a breakup, like you can still be respectful and nice to each other.
You can still be respectful and nice. That mean y'all gotta be friends,
right? And you're not gonna hang out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you can't be friends after you break up. You can be like, I respect them, but we're not together.
Yeah. I
have nothing ill to say about them. That's it.
I know some people that are really good friends with their exes.
It must have been a fucked up breakup.
And I don't know. Everyone's different.
Or it could have been a respectable breakup.
Exactly. Or a mutual breakup.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's different.
Yeah.
But also, I think like when it says like I'm friends,
Mm-hmm.
y'all not texting every day.
No.
So it's more so like I'm an associate with my ex. I'm not friends because friends text and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Oh, I don't know. I just feel like that's still like a gateway to be like, oh, I'm still friends with my ex. I'm like, oh, so you still haven't healed.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah, it's
I mean?
odd. And it is definitely
or to be like you said, to be roommates with your ex. What the hell is that?
Oh, it's and most of the time it's not even roommates. It's that they've broken up and one of them hasn't moved out yet. Oh, that's another thing. Like if you I don't want to sound judgmental. Everyone's situation
can correct
is different.
Us later.
Huh?
No, I said they can correct us later.
Oh no, I don't want them to cut this out.
We lived together,
but my name was on the lease.
I work in property management, so I'm smart. Like I thought about if push comes to shove, whose name is on the lease?
Right.
So it wouldn't affect like legally, because legally, and you're in property management, both your name, so much can go wrong.
Right.
Both y'all name on the lease. One person moved out, you're still responsible.
Right.
You know, if you guys go into debt, it hits both of you.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I was like, if it's my name on the lease, if it got to that extent, I can be like, it's my name on the lease. You gotta go.
You have to go. Yep.
And if you don't, like legally, I can. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And so I did do it that way.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Not like I was planning for failure.
I'm surprised. You two were together for so long that I'm surprised that
we were commonly married, I guess.
Common law
married.
Yeah.
Because we've been together that long.
Yeah, definitely. And so I'm surprised that only your name was on the lease.
I'm a smart bitch.
Yeah.
Here's one thing that my mama taught me, like regardless of like what I feel, and I did feel a lot for that man. You never can rule out logic.
Right. Well, that's a smart woman.
So yeah, so when it came to it, you know.
Yeah. That's wise. Yeah, because like ideally, no, here's the thing. If I lived in that space with them, I wouldn't want to stay there. If they wanted to stay there, great. But I wouldn't want to stay there. I'd be like, I shared this with you. Your energy is always going to be forward. Here. Exactly.
How can you move forward? We're broken up and it's a 2-bedroom. You in one room, I'm in another room. Like if you start to invite, and I did that. I dealt with that in my past relationship too. We had a townhouse together. But he moved out. But at one point he still was there. We just was sleeping in separate rooms. I was like, this is not going to work.
Right. But at that point you probably weren't trying to date anyone, right? Because think about it. If you were, and you told them, yeah, I'm still living with my ex.
But I was younger then.
Right.
Because he started dating someone. He just wouldn't come home. He would stay at her house.
Did she know that he was living with an ex?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know.
No idea.
It's just, to me, when someone says that, it means like, okay, there hasn't been enough time for either of you to move on. Somehow I'm going to get wrapped up in this baggage. There's just so many different things. And I know that there are so many different scenarios and not everyone has like the means to just up and leave. But
you know, also when it comes to like the whole ex thing, for me, that comes in my mind is how long have you guys been apart? Because if you're like, oh, me and my ex broke up, but we're still living together, for me, that's a red flag.
Exactly, because it shows that you haven't been apart for very long.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm not your rebound. I'm not for you to heal. Go heal yourself. I'm not an experiment.
Right.
Like, go find that shit out. You know, it's not my job to heal nobody. It's their job to heal themselves.
A month to 6 weeks.
You're better than me. Oh, dang, Sean, you
No. That's what I'm saying. Like, after you break up, like, to me, a month to 6 weeks.
You almost got to be like a year and a half in to be like, yeah, that's my ex.
I'm saying that's how much time you have to move out after you broke up.
To move out. Okay.
If you can't move out right away,
okay,
month to 6 weeks.
Okay.
Tops.
Okay.
I don't know.
True.
No.
True. I agree with that.
No, I'm not. I'm not saying that you have to
when
be
I hear
over
that,
your ex.
Okay, with an ex.
Over in a month?
A time. What's a time frame that's like a red flag to them? They were like, yeah, I was in a previous relationship. What's the time frame that they give you that you're like, oh nah, like I can't even.
It depends, one, how long they were together.
Okay.
If it's anything over a year or 2 years, anything over 2 years, 6 months.
Okay.
And I'd still be on the fence. Anything over 3 years, a year, year and a half. And I'd still kind of be on the fence.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Do you agree? No?
Typically, the people that I've encountered, they've never been less than a year. And so...
Less than a year that they've been broken up?
Or no, less than a year that they've been together. It's always been like, oh, I've been with them for like 3 to 5 years. You know what I mean? And so I'm like, oh, you wounded as hell.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Don't project them things over here. You better back. No.
You gotta take care of it.
No. And then you can see it.
Mm-hmm.
Like in their conversation. And that's why like a lot of people be like, I have gotten this feedback like when going on dates, like, damn, why you gotta get so deep? Damn, why you gotta ask all these questions? I'm like, because nigga, like I'm trying to figure out where your mind at before you waste my fucking time.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Like, no, I know like where I'm at. I know where I want to go. So let me ask you these questions. And then on top of that, like if you can't have these conversations with me, that's like my mental stimulation. If you're like at this level, like, well, I don't know. I just see where it goes. Like, I'm like, no.
You're like, okay, one, you haven't thought about it. And two, I'm giving you the opportunity to think about it.
Yes.
And you're not taking the opportunity.
Yes.
Which shows that
if
you
get defensive.
Oh, ouch.
By a question that I ask you and we're just like having a conversation, I'm like, red flag.
Yeah.
You getting defensive of a question? Like, really?
Yeah.
So imagine if I was in this relationship with you. How are you going to treat me when I ask you a question? You can't handle a question. You won't get defensive. Nope.
Yeah.
I'm like, we won't solve anything.
Mm-mm.
We'll just be bumping
Miserable.
heads.
Yep.
So
that's good. Weed
that's
them out.
Probably why I'm single now, but I'll take that.
I'd rather be single than put up with stuff like that.
Thank 100%.
And this is probably why I'm single. I don't deal with
But I do feel like we live in a society, and I don't know if it's here instead of Utah, and I know that's bad because I live in Utah or whatever, but it's like to get in a relationship and to get married, to have someone is like an accolade. Like you've accomplished something to be because you have someone that you can claim as your own. Mm-hmm. And I have like fallen into that like, oh, wow, I'm single. What's wrong with me? Like I have all these other things that I'm like working on and I want to be, but I don't have no man. Like what's wrong with me? Mm-hmm. But then when I kind of like go out of state and stuff like that, you see like, yeah, you're single, but you're single living in purpose. Mm-hmm. You know, you're not just out there. So what is wrong with that?
Right. No, it's certainly not the norm here.
No.
At all.
And I've caught myself like many times thinking that I'm behind because I don't have those things, you know, but now I'm kind of telling myself like, no, I'm just deciding not to settle. And if that means that I would just be that person that never gets married, never, you know what I mean? Or doesn't have no man or whatever, then so be it.
Okay, so here's how I like to think about it when I get up in my head about the fact that I'm not in a relationship.
Okay.
My friends from out of state, how many of them are in a serious relationship or married? Mm-hmm. It's not many. It's not many. And so I'm like, okay, yeah, in Utah everyone is, but everywhere else, like no one is still like, sure, some of them are dating some people seriously, but it's a little bit different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so different. So I don't like want to blame myself. So we do this every episode, but we just want to know what the time is.
I was just about to ask that too. That means we're probably close.
Mm-hmm. We always get it like in 50.
Yeah.
You're lying.
Are you serious?
You're a liar.
No, you guys are probably at like 50 minutes.
Oh.
See?
Yeah. We're good at this.
Hey.
You're a better dancer than I am. That was very good. For just a
that's
chair
old
dance.
School, like, I don't know. Do they call it a Cabbage Patch?
Yeah.
She knows. I don't even know.
I ain't do this one. This the. No, I ain't even do that. I did this.
Wait,
Zoe
no,
younger than me.
Couch
She's
is
telling me
good.
what this is.
Not Couch Patch.
Okay, well, maybe I'm fucked up.
Well, maybe.
It was a dance. I was on rhythm with something. Oh, as you guys can see, well, y'all can't see. Some of y'all can't see.
Your Pacific Ocean is now a lake.
Yes!
This girl is so smart.
Let me not clap all the way because it's gonna be loud. Shout out to Zoe telling me that was fire.
You're very smart.
Yes.
What grade are you in?
4th.
Oh wow, 4th grade.
You sound grown.
You're 9 in 4th grade?
Are you 8 or 9?
9.
I was right.
When do you turn 10?
Lord.
April.
Okay, so she's almost 10. Okay, 10 in 4th grade. I guess that sounds... I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't remember what age I was at any grade in school. And I don't have kids, obviously. This is what we discuss like half the time.
Okay. Oh, that's a good question. Do you think you would ever... Okay. Would you ever have kids? Like if you got married and your husband was like, I want a child.
No,
Okay.
that's a thing for me.
That's a red flag.
It's not necessarily a red flag.
That's like a no.
It's like, if you want kids, move on. Like, I'm not the one for you. If that is something that you feel strongly enough about, move on.
No, Sean.
Why? Do you want? Because
I'm like, I want to visit.
You want to visit my kids?
Yeah.
Oh, well, you can visit my niece and nephew. That's all I want.
Okay.
I want, soon enough, I would like to have a house with at least one spare room that I can,
Would you get another dog?
No, I
What if your husband wanted another dog that y'all can share and raise?
wouldn't. We could discuss that. But
okay, so you're open to the dog.
It would not happen until after Luna was gone. She's an only
Luna's
dog.
Never leaving.
I know. She's an only dog. She's 11. And she's a Chihuahua, so she's gonna be around for a long time, especially at like her current health. You can't even tell that she's old.
No, I never would have thought she was 11.
Yeah, exactly. And so, but the thing is, she is an only dog. Like anytime I bring even just like a friend's pet, nope, she's very territorial over me. It would just be constant fighting, and she's not like vicious. Like she wouldn't hurt another animal, but it would just be constant stress on me. So I would be open to the option of exploring another dog.
Okay.
But yeah, kids is off the table.
Would you date a man that was like, say for instance, he was with a woman and then he realized that he has kids, like, oh no, I'm gay. Mm-hmm. He had kids. Mm-hmm. Would you?
Yes.
So you're willing to accept kids, but not another dog.
I'm willing to accept kids if they already have kids. Okay. I don't want to have kids with anyone.
Okay.
And I would be open to another dog, but not until after Luna.
Okay. This is good to know.
Yeah. I would be open to a cat sooner than I would be a dog, though.
Okay.
I would get a cat.
Before a dog.
I would get a cat even with Luna. Luna could put up with it. She would be jealous, but she gets better. She gets along with cats better. Okay, so same questions to you.
I remember the question.
Okay. Do you want kids? Do you see that in your future?
I don't know.
Yeah?
I really don't. I don't think about it.
Okay.
Of course, because I'm single.
Right.
Like, there's no one in my life to make me like feel like, oh, I wanna. I think if I met a man that didn't want kids, would I be okay? I think I could, because we can rule the fucking world. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, traveling.
Right. Like, I'm like, okay, if you don't want kids, then let's rule the world. Then, like, let's get it.
Yeah.
Like, to be a supplement for it. So, I think I could do that. If he wanted kids, I don't want him to have kids. That's my thing. I don't. It's hard for me to deal with someone that has kids, because that means, like, I don't have kids. Mm-hmm. So I have to, like, share. If he was, okay, the only exception that I could make, he would have to be a phenomenal man. You know what I mean? Like, he would have to just be like that man where it's just like, he is so great that doesn't even matter. Right. Like, we can still make everything work. Mm-hmm. So I feel like it would depend on the man that came into my life if he had a child. If he was that man, that dude, then I'd be like, okay, well, this is kind of like what life gave me, and I'm willing to accept this.
Yeah.
But just speaking out, like, no, I'd rather not, because I don't have any kids, you know?
Right.
And I always get afraid of baby mama drama.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing in regards to, like, dealing with a man that has a child. Like, if they're ex-wife or if they never got married, their baby mama, like, I don't do well with drama.
Yeah. That's understandable. That makes total sense.
So for those senses, like, you know what I mean? If they have all that figured out, then maybe, like I said, they would have to be a phenomenal man. Yeah. I think if I met a guy that didn't have kids and he wanted a child, first I'm gonna be a wife. Mm-hmm. He gonna be like, I'm gonna wife you, and then I'm gonna get in them guts, you know.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry.
The way that was so phrased. Ew.
Sorry. Then I will put myself in a situation to where I could get pregnant. No. But I've always told myself, and that's just based on my upbringing and like what I've seen, what I've come from, I'm going to be a wife first. Mm-hmm. That man is going to value me so much as a woman that he's going to want to take me off the market before impregnating me, you know? Mm-hmm. I won't settle for less than that. So I think those are 3 things. If he has a child, he has to be a phenomenal man. Mm-hmm. If he doesn't have a child, he's going to wife me before I'm a mother. Because I want him to value me enough to be a wife before he says, I want you to be
the mother to my children. Yeah.
Right. And then what's her third? With pets?
Oh, you didn't discuss pets.
Okay, so say for instance I met somebody who got a dog, I got a cat. You know Bella. Bella be like, bitch.
She doesn't like dogs?
No!
I didn't think so.
She'd be like, she'll fuck them up. She pop, pop, psh, psh. When it comes to humans, you know, I was like, she'd be looking at him like, nigga, please, what the fuck? I'm like, all right, no, shop, she not.
She's like, this guy's annoying.
Yeah, she honestly was walking away today. She was like, and she kept on walking. I was like, she not. She come from the best. Okay, I'm her mom. I wish I could claim her as a dependent for this fucking stimulus check.
I'm serious. I saw that meme.
Shit. Tired of people having all these kids. I can have money right now. Technically, my pet is my child. Mm-hmm. I take care of her.
I'm about to drop
I feed
how much
her.
Money on Luna.
Right. Yeah. Take her to the vet. Make sure she's taken care of. That's medical bills. I got insurance on my cat.
You want to know why? It's because your cat and my dog will never contribute to society.
No, she can. I can make a YouTube channel and she can contribute. That's it right there. I don't like this shit. No. But you know what the funny thing is? Like, one thing I get that a lot because of my age or whatever like that. Like, oh, will you have kids? I mean, knock on wood. I'm not going to knock on wood because of sound. But, like, who knows if I even can? Right. If anything, I'm finna be a fine-ass auntie. Okay?
Exactly.
That's one thing.
That's all I ever want to be is a fun uncle. I want...
Fine-ass auntie, fun uncle.
Yep.
Fun uncle.
Funkle.
Oh, shit. Wait. What's fine auntie? Funnity. Nah.
Fancy.
Ew, that sounds like a fanny pack.
No,
fancy.
Make it into like a British word. Like
Fonte. I'm a Fonte.
There you go. You just need to ask her your questions.
My name is Danielle and I'm a Fonte. Shit, bitch.
I'm a Fonte. Hello, my name is Danielle and I'm a Fonte.
Damn, she do her British. Hold on. She did better than me.
She not only did she do it better than you, like she actually did.
She went into it. That's why she a star. That's why we gonna get her into it. I don't know why they tripping, but she an actress. Okay, hold on. My name is Don. Wait, hold on.
Yeah, this is going really well for you.
All right. I'm gonna ask you to sing on the spot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, okay, fine. Whatever.
Me. British accents are the hardest shit.
No,
okay.
Not. They're idiots.
Okay. My name is Danielle. Ew, what the fuck is that? Wait, hold on. No, wait.
We need need a clip of that. Just keep that in mind right now.
My name is Danielle and I'm a Fonty. You know, like when they fucking, you know, be like, I'm a Fonty. I'm a Fonty.
No, I'm a Fonty.
I'm a Fonty.
Fonte.
Fonte.
No, you have to with sass. British people aren't. I'm a Fonte.
Fine, that's why I'm sophisticated ratchet. My name is Danielle and I'm a motherfucking Fonty. Okay?
No.
Get into
My
it.
name is Danielle and I'm a Fonte.
I think what she was gonna say is
My
British,
name is Danielle and I'm a Fonty.
English people don't have sass; they have class.
Oh. My name is Danielle and I'm a Fonty.
Oh, but that doesn't sound very fun though. Suddenly,
You have to be like, my name is Danielle and I am a Fonte.
Fuck the British accent. How about this? My name is Danielle.
that was
and I'm a
beautiful.
Fonty.
Oh, I interrupted it. Shit, it was beautiful before I interrupted it.
Hi, my name is.
That was sass without
If you're
British.
not-
That
if
was me.
If you're not going to do British, you have to be like, my name is Danielle and I'm a Fonte.
No, that's not sass.
Oh my god. It's better than you.
My name is Danielle and I'm a Fonty.
No.
There you go.
My name is.
That was the one. That's the one right there.
That's it.
That's it. You don't need to practice anymore.
You get
It
this.
is hot.
The new word of the day is Fonte.
There we go. She needs to be our producer.
We had 2 words of the day. We had sophisticated ratchet.
What's
Y'all
it?
look it up. Sophisticated and ratchet. That's me. And Fonty.
And that's also you.
Fonty. What am I switching? Like, I'm like, Fonty.
So does our producer now need to be her? You're making your dad look bad.
Oh, Zoe's a shit.
So he is. Should we let everyone know?
Fonty is fun aunt. I say aunt, not aunt. Because ants live in the ground and they do dirt. I don't know what the hell y'all be saying. This is my aunt. I'll be like, oh, she's a bug. She a bug right now. I'm like, no, she's an aunt.
It's because you're from the South.
Oh
It's
my
true.
God.
That's a regional dialect
That
thing.
is not. I've been saying that since I was born. I was born in Philadelphia.
Okay.
Get into it.
That's I consider
It's
that East
aunt.
Coast, and they say aunt as
East
well.
side, baby.
But you're living in the West now, and we say aunt.
Oh. Like, if you meet someone, you can't.
I'm going
be
to say aunt till I die. So all y'all that saying aunt, they mean like y'all talking about a bug.
Well, we don't even understand what you're saying.
No,
so y'all want to skip out the
That's
you
not
in
true.
aunt.
That's not true because, like, if you meet someone, like a friend, and you're like, "Oh yeah, so I have this really good person. She's my favorite aunt ever."
There you go.
She's
See?
your favorite bug
she's
ever.
your- no,
Okay,
I know. Like,
okay.
she's my favorite aunt ever. They're gonna think, "Oh yeah, so
It's a bug.
It's an aunt."
It's an aunt.
No.
Exactly.
No.
Zoe said my point.
Aunt.
No.
It's an aunt. So what you want to do with the you?
I don't know. Should we let everyone know where they can find
go
us,
ahead,
though?
Go ahead, Sean. Let them know. Let them know.
Our Instagram, WTHR We Doing.
Yes.
I'm Shawnee Chic.
I'm Danny with an I, 2 N's, DANNI_SADE, Sade, like the singer. Get into it. Y'all need to look her up by now. Like, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of explaining that.
They're looking
But
it up. They know. They
know.
If they haven't already, then they
They know.
should
Shawty Lo.
just
They
leave. Yeah.
know.
All right. Thank you for joining us. This was fun.
Baby.
Baby.